My name is Corey Williams, and I am not only one of the assistant coaches at the GC Football, Granite City Football program. I'm also the president and owner of Momentum Small Business Review, where we do small business reviews, whether you have upcoming event that you have coming up or products that you're discounting, or you're just a small to medium-sized business that's wanting to get the word out to the community, whether you're in New York or LA or any place in between. We'd love to help you and help you for free. So you can reach out to us, find us on social media. Also, you can find my contact information here shortly. But more importantly than that, I got Coach Sherond Boyd. Uh, uh, just super excited to talk to him. I've been working with him over the past couple of months, coaching the boys over in Granite City. He does strength and conditioning, also very knowledgeable in the game of football, and has brought his style, if you will, to the game and helping these boys change the program here at Granite City. So without further ado, Mr. Sherond Boyd, how are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fantastic, Coach. Good to see you again. I know we see each other every day
Yeah.
last week, except for Friday. So the boys are really starting to turn around, which has been a lot of fun for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, man. So first of all, welcome on. I've gone through and talked to several of the juniors and seniors over the past couple of days. Got a couple more interviews left to go, and wanted to reach out to you guys and provide you guys a platform to talk about what we're doing and how we're going to be able to help our young men out. I think your screen just went out. Um, Yeah, there it goes.
Okay.
Talk to these young men to make sure that they're, talk about what we're doing over at the program. So you're a Belleville guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We won't make too much funny. I'm from Northern Illinois. I'm from near Chicago. So, I can make fun of you guys down here. But, Coach, talk a little bit about obviously, you're from Belleville, and I know there's a long history of really good football there. And now you've kind of, I guess, went to the dark side and came over here to GC. What's that been like so far? And what made you decide to? You're an excellent strength and conditioning coach. I played football from fourth grade all the way through collegiately. Came very close playing professional football. I've been around a lot of strength and conditioning coach and your techniques, what what you're teaching the kids. I'm gonna tell the story very quickly. I know you're gonna laugh when I say this, but you guys were, several weeks in by the time I got brought on the staff. And one of my first couple of days, I'm like, these kids literally don't know how to run. Some of these kids are literally running with their arm and leg on the same. I'm like,
Yeah.
what did I get myself into? Now they're flying around the football field. Their technique has gotten better. They're getting stronger. So, Coach, man, floor is yours. Like, why join GC and why try to come out and help some of these young men?
Well, for one, for joining GC, I think one, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I just feel like coaching wise, or even like thinking as a player, it's easy to go join somewhere that's actually already established versus you going to somewhere that really didn't have like a culture and going there and changing the program around. I think that's always been the type of player. And now, like I said, coach now since this being, like I said, my first year coaching. So I know that's how I want to start off my coaching is being able to truly develop athletes. I feel like that's not really a thing now. It's easy to go grab athletes that's already developed, but it takes another type of coach to bring something out of a player. So I think that's how I wanted to start off my coaching career with that.
That's awesome. From when you were here even before me. So starting with the young men, I mean, some of these kids we're still working on developing
Yeah.
them being able to truly use their hips in the style of football, right?
Yeah.
Um, talk about the beginning of when you started working with these young men a couple months ago to where they're at right now. And obviously, we still got a lot of progress to make, but we've seen a lot of change over the last couple months.
I think the biggest thing I seen day one, it was like, and you touched on it, like, I just had them do a simple sprint. Like I said, seeing guys run same side, guys running whole foot touching the ground, no knee drive. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to start from the basics. So like a lot of these guys haven't been taught the fundamentals of pretty much anything about their sport. So I think for me coming in, I came in probably like the first week of April, and I felt like just that whole month them guys transform within that whole month.
Yeah.
On, like I said, just learning, okay, this is how I should be running. This is how, like I said, I should be eating and stretching. Like, I think a lot of those guys just thought, okay, yeah, I just wake up and play football. Like, no, It's a lot of things that go into it. It's more than just the X's and Y's. It's like, what are you doing outside of it to get better? And a lot of them guys, they didn't know what that next level looked like. So I think coming in the first week of April, I feel like it kind of just woke them up. A lot of the guys like, oh, I didn't know that, coach. So so it was kind of just like an eye opener for them. So I think it's really big. We still got a lot of ways to go, but they definitely came a long way from just being here not even 3 months now. So
Yeah, yeah. Just watching, I have the good fortune of just being able to coach the defense, which is a lot of fun for me. And I'm always been an offensive guy, but now flipping this, I was a running back and all that kind of stuff through high school, college, and being able to be on this side of the ball has just been it's a lot of fun. I've been watching film like crazy, but I was watching film even this morning. How much we different we look from just starting Monday to Thursday. Kids understanding where to position themselves on the field and understanding where they should be in certain defensive calls and all those kinds of things. If you can, coach, talk about, because I'm watching you guys as you guys are yelling play numbers out to me and
yeah.
those kind of things, so we know what to do. Talk about, and I don't maybe not so much the physical development on this part, but talk about the understanding of the young men. Because I know, at least on the defensive side of the ball, I had to start all the way back to, do you know what an A gap, a B gap, a C gap is? Do you know what a two technique, a zero, a soft 10? Like, they didn't know any of those things. So, just their progression of the game on, again, the offensive side of the ball. What have you seen over the last, really, the first week of camp from day one to day four?
For I'm not even just speaking about the running back group. Just saying on the offensive side of things, like the wide receivers, like actually understanding what spacing look like. Even like I said, that triggering down to the offensive line, like understanding, okay, if I'm pulling, like I said, it don't make reason for me to be in my initial alignment. I want to take a step over so it can help me with my pull. So like it's little small things like that that I'm starting to see the change, like I said, of the athletes, quarterbacks. Like I said, Jesus, like I said, I feel like he's going to be big for us.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
said, this year. So just understanding the X's and O's, like I said, of the game that is just not about one player, like just letting everything develop. So I can just see the progress in him now being able to step away from, like I said, bad habits that he had in the previous past. So just seeing him progress, like I said, so quick. So even that trickled down, like I said, to the running backs, them understanding like, hey, it's not about just running the ball. You got to manipulate the defense. So
right.
like that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to get established in a running back room. That one, we're gonna be fundamentally sound. One, like I said, we can't be scared of contact playing running back. And three, just learning that hey, you're not. It's not about just okay, I'm faster than, but I just can't outrun them. You have to understand how to manipulate the defense. Like okay, if I take this certain angle, this put me in a better position to make that move on them. So just getting everybody to understanding that it's not about just being an athlete. That once the more you start to understand the game, you start to put yourself in better space and better predicaments on, like I said, and ultimately how to be, like I said, a better player.
Yeah, for sure. What does football mean to you? Oh,
Ooh,
the deep
oh,
sigh.
that,
The deep sigh. Woo.
hey, football, like I said, is a lot to me. Coming from someone who just graduated, like I said, not too long ago, 23, that had the dreams of chasing, like I said, the XFL, and having, like I said, a minor injury. Football always been a big part of me. So like being able to now transition into coaching wise, and it's like I get to now put that radar on other kids now. Like, hey, I know a lot of the kids, especially like in the area that we at, that it's just okay. I'm gonna play high school ball and that'll be it. Like I'm like, do you want to go? You want to go bigger than this? Yes. Okay. Let me show you what it takes now. Like I said, to get to that next level. So I think now, just for me, I love that. It also translates to me with working at elite speed, like just seeing those athletes progress. It's the same thing with coaching, seeing these athletes, like I said, progress on and off the field. So I think that's the biggest thing that I like as far as being a coach now, that the game of football, it kind of just transitioning into me, one, expressing, like I said, my love for it, but also showing the kids like, hey man, like if you want to take it to the next level, this is what it looked like.
Yeah, and you can see that when you're doing the speed and conditioning. you can also see that on how, you coach and how you talk to the kids, the things that trying to put them in the position to win. We're talking to them about life. They're going to be husbands, business owners, employees, those kind of things a lot longer than they're going to be playing high school football, instilling that. And we can see the difference that it's making. We wanted to give a shout out to U.S. Steel and Sissy Space. U.S. Steel donated a ton of money to the Granite City athletic program, not just to the football team, to the girls' athletics as well as the football program. We were a big benefactor of that. So we wanted to say thank you to anyone that's on staff, owners of that company. Thank you very much for that. It's made a big deal. And obviously some of the gear that we are wearing, travel gear for the young man, being able to feed them. Some of the stuff that they're experiencing now, I know you and I played collegiate football, like them having breakfast and stuff before practice. That's huge. Because some of these kids, they're high school boys. They get up in the morning, probably roll out, wipe the sleep out of their eyes and come to practice, right? They don't realize and we did the same thing, but they don't realize that having something on their stomach before practice, is a beautiful thing. So we're very thankful for that. And we also want to give a shout out to Sissy Space. They gave us discounts on getting fruit and water and stuff like that in the boys, the last day of camp. So we're very thankful for both those organizations. If you are a local business here in Granite City and you want to give to our program, you can reach out to myself or the head coach, Coach Sherond Boyd. We'd be happy to get connected with you and see what we can do. But we appreciate all the support from the community. So, Coach, I've asked you why football. I saw your eyes light up and you looked around and I could see you picturing yourself running down the field in the game. But, we're both Illinois boys. I grew up in Northern Illinois, Rock Island. We had some success at our program. Obviously, you play collegiate football. Dom played collegiate football. Your brother played collegiate football. So we bring a unique trend of ball together, and I think we've all gelled well together as well.
Yep.
Why should somebody that may particularly see this, why should they support our boys this year with their hard-earned money?
I mean, just look at honestly the history. Like I said, Granite City. That I think now this year, I feel like the boys are actually bought in. Like they actually see like, hey, like there need to be a change. So I feel like if anybody that's watching on, okay, why should I support? I would support it just off that. That one, we got some coaches here that are fully locked in, that's fully devoted, like I said, to these kids that on and off the field, regardless of what they doing on the field. We care about what they doing off the field. So like there's going to be a shift this year at Granite City, like around the school. So I can definitely see the whole town, like I said, coming out this year. There, I'm actually excited. Like I said, it's getting me like goosebumps even thinking about, like I said, that first home game there. So it got me thinking like I'm pinning on the pass this year. So it's just going to be an awesome year for Granite City, man. So I think the biggest thing, like I said, I pointed back to the beginning that the kids are bought in. So it's going to be a change this year.
Absolutely. So you kind of touched on it. I've asked all the coaches, I've asked all the players, and it's been everybody said the same thing in their own unique twist. August 21st, 2026, 7 o'clock, Freeburg on our field. We got them brand new unis on. The kids got their bonnets on. They're all dressed from head to toe. They're taped up. They're ready to rock and roll. What is that experience like?
It marks the start of something new. And I think the kids actually going to realize that too. Like it's just going to be a new, almost like a reset button. Like, hey, regardless of what happened in previous years, we about to make our mark on this first game. So I think it's just gonna be an ultimate, like I said, atmosphere. I know the kids gonna be flying around, like I said, that day. So I'm truly excited for that day.
Yeah, you and me both, man. It's gonna get real excited. It's
Yeah.
been funny watching some of our young men when I ask them that question, like, "Oh man, coach, I can't wait. I'm getting nervous now." So they put in a lot of hard work. We got a long way to go. Finally gotten past the basics of football, and you can see they're starting to get that and understand, like you said, even positioning running backs, wide receivers, and Jesus, understanding spacing and when to check and when to pass the ball and when to run, when the decisions to make. And our defense is doing the same thing, when to drop back into pass zones and where to make sure that they're positioned and all those other things. It's really cool to see, and especially studying. I'm a kind of a film nerd, so it's awesome to see the film from even Monday all the way through Thursday, just the transition that's made. So I'm super excited about that as well. If you would like to donate to our program, you can reach out to me as well. My phone number is 314-323-2220. I'm also one of the coaches, proud coaches on this program. We can get the QR code or link to you to be able to donate to these young men. They could be doing a lot of other stuff out there getting in trouble, just a lot of other things. But these boys are locked in. Everything that they've gone through over the last, several years with the program, not winning games and all that. It's going to be a different season this year. Yeah. I had an opportunity, we're feeding the boys in the morning and talking to some of the cafeteria ladies, Coach Boyd, and one of the ladies came up to me on Thursday and she was like, I've been here for a long time. I have not seen this type of buzz for the football program in a long. She said, all y'all dress the same. The boys are respectful. They picked up after. She said, we couldn't find nothing on the floor, nothing off the table. They wiping off tables, and they've been like that all week. And we really, really appreciate that. Then I go over to the school Thursday when we had all the stuff that from Sissy's place to be able to bring the fruit and all that kind of stuff in there. And Jim, one of the custodians, comes up to me and he says, man, I don't know what you guys are doing with these boys, but this is really neat. Like, I'm really excited. I'm going to actually come to a football game this year. I said, no, you're going to come to all the football games this year because we about to do something different.
Exactly.
So, absolutely. Coach Boyd, I appreciate you, man. I respect the heck out of you, the work ethic, the grind. I can see the change that you've made in these young men when you're out there. It's going to make a big difference in what you're doing to kind of the nucleus of what we're doing when we hit the field on August 24th and beyond. So I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you,
also being on staff with you, man. I'm looking forward to doing some big things this year with these young men.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks, Coach. See you on Monday.
I'll see you.